That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that that would have ended up coming out. Don't even see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that bit. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky and rough around the edges, just like me. So sticky and horrible. So yes, so yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. No good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now. Hello everybody, welcome to another Sunday Lunchtime Live by myself and my lovely wife Nikki.
Hello.
Or should I say the Nikki shows everybody's put in the chat. So today we're going to be doing a bit of colouring. We haven't done no colouring for a while, so I thought we'd knock a bit of colouring out as well. Nick put a link in for the Crafty Fair, which is next Saturday. JP from JP Woodwork kicks it off at 9 o'clock in the morning, and there's a whole stream of makers throughout the day. So click on the link. Nick will chuck the link in a few times during the live, so go over and check the link out. And then if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please subscribe to the channel, because then you'll be notified for all the next maker fairs or craft fairs. And also JP and Dale's been working really hard on the YouTube channel. And what they've done is they've done a playlist. So what you'll do is you'll click on the first one through the day, and as the makers come in, they'll gradually just automatically change over to the channels. So you haven't got to worry about clicking links and following over the channels. So absolutely marvellous idea. So anyway, welcome to everybody in the chat.
And obviously you're too proud to say that you're actually on it as well.
I am on it, yeah, but that's not here nor there. I'm not the big star of the show. There's a lot better makers on there than I am, so I'm just privileged to be asked to go back on it. So, today I'm turning a bit of sycamore, get a bit of colour on it, just a basic shape bowl. I thought I'd go back into a bit of colouring. Like I say, it's been a few weeks since I did some colouring, and we've sort of tried other bits and bobs. I'm not doing resin again this week because it's just too messy. So, I will do another bit of resin though, but not this week. So I'll get this mounted. Again, I'm going to mount this the same way as I always do, with a, I think it's a 56mm force and a bit. So we'll get this mounted in the lathe, and while I'm getting this in the lathe, I'll get my lovely wife Nick to welcome you guys in.
You are a creep.
I know, but I'm a good creep.
Right, welcome everyone. And first, as usual, is Woodturning by Colin.
Whoop whoop.
We have John S. Casting. We have Chris Dodds. We have Lawrence with a surname I can't pronounce. Barry's in the shed. He said that he's going to be a bit busy today. All these people are super busy. I think the weather's nice. It's sort of.
Yep. I don't blame him.
Yep. Steve's turning on prep and veg again. Potatoes and carrots. Hi, Mark Gentleman Woodturner. Sorry you can't be with us, but have a great day.
Definitely. Have a good time.
Barry's Wood Creations is in. Oh, Barry's on, but he said he won't be in the chat today because he's very busy.
All right, mate. Appreciate that.
Brent Beecroft is on. We also have Mike Hugh Ilminster, Leap and Lima Craftworks. We have Robert Goldman. We also have Malcolm Douglas. We have Robert Nye is in. Me. We also have Ian Leonard. Oh, I've done it again. How many times do I do that? I've lost it now. We have Benjamin. We also have Ruby Clare.
Hi, Ruby.
We have John Mooney. Rex B. Hodgepodge. James Cassidy's on. Forky Nails is on.
Martin, how you doing, sir?
John Mooney, for lunch we are having roast pork. Oh, actually, we have at tea time. Roast pork is on the menu today. Good Turn Daily Blair is on.
Hi, Blair.
Said that right.
Well done. You actually got his name right this week.
I read it right. Why?
Well, you normally can't. You normally get a bit confuffled over it.
Yeah, because I try and read it too quick because I'm obviously looking further down the thing. Sid's repurposing is on. Yes, Sid. Hashtag flowers for Nikki. Still didn't have my Mother's Day flowers yet.
You're not my mother. Oh, do you mean from the
Harry's
kids?
Put overhead camera. Don't know what that means.
I think because I was grinding.
Ah, right.
Oh, that's nice and smooth.
Sorry. Karen Dolman's on as well. Georgianne Bedette. And if I've missed anyone, just put, oi, woman, you've missed me. Yes, Chris, we have applesauce as well. Not homemade, though. I do like to do homemade applesauce, but I don't always get time. So welcome, everybody. What was the wood you was turning again, did you say?
Piece of sycamore.
Piece of sycamore. I might have missed a Barry out. Did I miss Barry's Wood Creations? There's so many Barrys.
What, you mean two?
No, there's more than two, isn't there?
Barry's Wood Creations and Barry in the Shed.
So Sid repurposing says just dropped in to say hi, he's off to bed soon.
Alright, mate. Oh, because he's from Australia, isn't he? Yeah. Well, thank you very much for popping in.
Barry Fisher's on. Woodworm Paul is on.
Good afternoon.
Sorry, Woodworm Paul. He's put, Nikki, you missed me. Sorry, mate.
Shout out, Paul. Oops. Shout out if she misses you.
Gary Letitia is on.
Letitia.
Michael McEwen. But happy Sunday morning, everyone. It is so much when the sun is shining.
Oh, it's glorious out there this morning.
Unfortunately, I didn't take advantage of it and hang the washing out.
So I'm just going to put a shallow mortise in the bottom here, only about 5mm deep. This is not going to be a huge bowl, so we shouldn't need too much strength to hold it. So don't forget, tomorrow night, 8 PM, the gentleman woodturner Mark has a special guest on his channel. He has Miss, or I'm not going to say Miss because I don't know if she's a Miss or a Mrs, but Ruby Claire will be joining us as an airworm. So that will be very entertaining. And
See if I can find the link for it. Let me try this.
with Ruby and Wayne on there is going to be a vast amount of knowledge on the channel.
Oh, and you, of course.
Not me. I ain't got no knowledge. I just make it up as I go along. So I'm just putting a little tiny bit of a dovetail on the inside of that, just so it gives us a little bit more security on the chuck jaws. So I'm just cleaning this up, and then I'm going to put a smaller base on this, and I'll use that to bring my shape in of my bowl.
Right, just see. Right.
So I'm using the 3/8 bowl gouge. Could use a 1/2 inch, but it's a little bit aggressive for this, I think.
I think I've done it.
Nick's done a link on her,
be so proud of
all on her own. How impressive.
Oh, Colin Izzard, sorry, I missed him as well. I'm rubbish, aren't I? Sorry. I need to find a way to be able to scroll through this so it doesn't keep...
Or use the wheel on the mouse rather than...
I do. Your dad's on.
Hi, Dad.
Robin Thorogood is on as well.
Sorry, Robin who?
Robin Thorogood?
Is that a new name?
Don't know. Ruby said thanks, Steve.
No, it'd be nice to meet you, Ruby. It'd be nice to have a proper chat rather than on a text chat. It'd be nice to meet you. Credit where credit is due. Turn a nicest bit of wood, if nothing else. So let's just get that leveled up a little bit more. I'm just going to do a share cut on this to try and take some of my tool marks out of this. It's quite a soft bit of wood, to be honest. So hopefully that'll colour nice. Oops. Right, so let's just give that one last pass the other way, I think.
Peter the Park Woodturner's on.
Hi, Pete.
Benjamin put, nice link, Nikki. 4 out of 5 stars. No, 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was a tad delayed, if I'm honest. Rex B put, thank you for a great demo and help us learn more.
It's all right, Rex.
And Colin put, seriously talented lady. Not you, obviously. And Ruby.
Yeah, Ruby is a very talented lady.
If this noise gets too much, just saying.
And if you haven't all subscribed to Ruby's channel, then you should seriously go over there and subscribe to her channel.
Mark may as well not turn, I reckon. Ruby's put, better think up all those questions you sorry, I was being questions you want to ask Wayne and I tomorrow.
It's just so nice that the community we're in, that people want to, people with like Ruby's knowledge and Wayne's knowledge want to share with people with less experience and skill.
James Cassidy's had his cut when he's off back to the workshop.
See you later, James. Have a good day. Right, so I'm just going to take a little bit off of this.
Colin said, I think there'll be more questions tomorrow than turning.
Mark will be starstruck tomorrow. Right, so.
Right, Rex B said, why use a skew on the outside of the bowl? Would have thought a gouge made it smooth.
Well, I did, Rex, but I had a little bit of a divot in there. So I just sort of used it to clean it up, really. Give me a flat spot. So, right, so that's about where I'm going to be. Let's get it sanded. So I'm going to start from 80 grit. I could do 120, but there's a couple of little bits of tear out. So we'll go 180. I mean, 80, sorry. So I'm going to sand this up to 400 because we're going to colour. And then we'll clean out the grain. And we'll get some nice colour on it.
Colin put, well, Steve said the community on a whole isn't... Well said, Steve, the community on a whole.
Yeah, I agree.
Is an awesome thing to be part of.
Yeah, I agree. Everybody wants to help everybody. There's not... You mean... I personally haven't met anybody within the community who's not willing to share their knowledge. I appreciate there are people out there who hold things a bit close to their chest, but that's their own personal choice. But not more than, a lot of people are quite happy to help out.
But why not share your knowledge? You know, it's not...
Well, I say exactly, because if we all hold on to our knowledge, it's going to be a dying knowledge, isn't it? Because none of us are here forever. So it's just nice to share and help others. You mean some of these guys on the chat, they ask myself, Wayne and Mark questions on different things, so, and we're here to help.
I've got a question for you. When are you going to fit my bathroom tap? That was so urgent. We bought 3 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
Wipe the dust off it today.
I'll do it after the live.
No, you won't.
I will. Because I don't want you to come in next week saying I didn't do it.
That'll be a hashtag next. Hashtag new tap for Nikki.
You got the new tap?
Yeah, I got the tap. Just ain't got it fitted.
I'll do it after this.
You have been busy though. You have been. I will let you off that one.
So that's 120. $240. I've just changed sanding pads because the ones I was getting were coming from China, and the last lot I ordered, I had a massive amount of customs tax to pay on it. And to be honest, by the time I bought them from there and paid the tax on, I didn't work out no cheaper than getting them from the UK. So the ones I'm using now are from Simon Hope, and they seem to be really, really well, working really well. So if I carry on getting a good finish from them, I should be using them again.
Colin said, can't wait till this lockdown's over so I can meet a few turners. Only met Scott so far.
Yeah, hopefully make it central, mate.
Is Colin the one in close here?
No, that's Barry.
No. Is he Suffolk Way, Colin?
Oh, I don't know. No, I don't think so.
I'm thinking of someone else. Doug Miller's come on.
Hi, Doug.
Colin's also put hashtag 52 witnesses for Nikki.
So it's the final grit, 400 grit. Oops, just put a little bit in that, just clean the foot up. And then we can get the grain cleaned out and get some colour on it. Without chucking them on the floor, Stephen.
I reckon your dad should come and be an earworm for you one day.
You're ready to cope with the pressure?
Your dad, oh, Mark's put hi everyone from the beach. Mark, I put a link in, Mark. For you, for tomorrow. Colin's put, nah, Chestnut Weekend for me, Makers is too far.
All right.
Benjamin put, where you sunbathing, Mark.
Right, so we're sand at the 400. Nice and smooth. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean the dust out of that by using some methylated spirits or what's it called? Denatured alcohol, whatever you Americans call it. And what this does is to just take any dirt out of the grain before we colour.
Is Mark in Devon or Cornwall? He's that way, isn't he, down?
Yeah, he's that way.
You don't know which one?
No, I'm not going to say because I'll get it wrong and then he'll end up getting onto me. And I can't cope with him getting onto me. Right, so clean that
He's
out.
all loved up. He'll be fine.
He's a bully. He's a bully off camera. No, not really. I'm only joking. He's not really. He's a lovely bloke.
Rex has asked him to put some pictures on Instagram. Hodgepodge put, keep your eye out for some more driftwood, Mark. Pete from Twisted Trees is on.
Hi, Pete. How you doing, sir? Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Go on, sorry.
Barry from Wood Creation said, Steve has helped me and encouraged me to start my YouTube channel. I've still got a lot to learn, but probably wouldn't have got started without this community.
That's nice of you to say, Barry. Right, so carrying on from the theme we did on Friday night, where I feathered 2 colours in, I'm going to do something similar on this, but with different colours.
Which he didn't even show me that he'd made.
No, well, you should watch the video.
I was too tired.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use I think I'm going to use red.
Right, just a sec. Colin said no skinny dip, Mark. Mark said surf is only 2 foot but clean, offshore breeze. He's in North Cornwall. You got Sebastian. No. Another surname I ain't even going to pronounce because I will say it wrong. He's put good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you? So
and you got Nathan Miller.
Hi, Nathan. Hope you're well.
He's in Michigan.
Oh, nice.
He's from Michigan.
Right, so going to go with some reds on the bottom. Going to do ruby first.
Ruby.
Which I'm going to bring in the bottom and then gently fade onto the edge, and then we'll go into a flame. I'm not going to use burnt orange because I always think that goes a funny colour. And then we'll do honey the rest of the bowl. So let me get something to cover my lathe up so I don't cover my lathe in spray.
Douglas Mungham is on, and he said,
hi, Douglas.
Afternoon, Nikki, and your help with Steve. Colin said I'm very quiet. What, because I'm not talking so much?
No, I said that, and I turned your mic up, and then you...
I've been told I'm not allowed to talk.
No, right, okay.
He's told me I've got to be quiet. So yeah, the link I've just put in, that's for Mark's channel for tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And the next one I'm putting in is for the virtual craft festival, which is next Saturday, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
It's like Steve said, a lot of work goes into it, and
yeah,
it's a long old day for people, but it's definitely worth a watch. You know,
some really good makers on there as well. Really good makers on there.
And obviously everyone's different, so you get different view of different things. I think they're from everywhere, aren't they? Not just this
all
country,
over the world.
They're all over the world, yeah.
Most of the guys have I think they've watched the festivals. But I mean, like I said before, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please go over there and subscribe to the Crafty YouTube channel. Dale and JP's put a lot of work into it, and let's just show our support for what they do, because it's like I say, at the end of the day, a lot of what people do is all in their own time.
Oh, Colin
So
said he can hear me now. It's probably because I had the mic a bit too high.
um, do it all in their own time. So that's the only way really we can show a little bit of appreciation.
Hmm. So Pete said, so forget this spray paint and much more important question, what's for dinner, Nikki? We are having roast pork. And obviously all the trimmings, roast potatoes, roast parsnips, Yorkshire puddings, carrots and whatever other veg the kids want.
Right, so that's the Ruby.
No green beans because Tesco's thought the good idea is to substitute green beans with broccoli. So they had
Clever.
no other green beans at all of any description. So, But then I suppose it's better than the substitute I had one year. Ordered some bubble glasses and they sent me blowing bubbles. I suppose that's a... Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all's good.
So I'm just going to give that. I'm going to get a pair of gloves, so I don't want stain all over my hands. Just going to give it another coat of Ruby so I can get it nice and dark.
Oh, Mark's proud of me.
Oh, do you get a little sticker?
He put get you with the links, Nikki. I'm so proud. See, your little apprentice is doing well. Are there any other links I could put?
You're getting cocky now.
I know. I'm trying to file my nails. Benjamin put, I must say, the thumbnails for the virtual crafty videos look very professional this year. Steve appears to be doing his Steve Jobs impression.
Steve Jobs.
Pete from Twisted Trees put, sounds
Right.
good. What time shall we arrive?
Right, I think that's enough Ruby. What we'll do is we'll go on to
Ooh.
flame red next.
Doug said he did a smoked pork shoulder the other day. Here we go, food again. Chris will be impressed. Did a smoked pork shoulder the other day. It's so good.
So let's get rid of that.
Right, Lawrence has got a question for you.
Right.
Right, just bear with me because what one will suggest if there is a Krafts first, do the sand and sealer, then the CA glue and coffee, or in reverse sequence? Does that make sense?
Right, let me read it. Where is it? Lawrence, question.
Lawrence, yeah.
What one will suggest if there is a crack first? Do you do the sand and sealer, then the CA glue and coffee, or in reverse sequence? I don't know what the coffee is. Is that a colour?
Right,
Not
we'll wait and see
sure.
if he answers. We've also got I Love Woodturning from Adam's come on, and
Hi,
Door
Adam.
60.
Hi, Door. Just fill my bottle up. If you got a crack in your piece,
Oh, Mark's just put, oh, sorry, can't chat much. Choice of holding hands or typing, no brainer, really. Oh, it's so cute.
you sucked in, you are, you know.
And if you held hands and typed, you'd fall over, wouldn't you? Because
You're a bloke, you
he
can't
needed
multitask.
a hand. Sorry, Mark. Oh, coffee grinds, Mike, you put.
Alright. Well, I'd see. I'm not sure on that one.
So Sebastian's put ground coffee as filler, I suppose.
Oh, right, okay, I'm with you. CA at first. If you don't CA at first, the super is going to soak right into the grain and leave marks on your piece.
Oh, Lawrence said grind coffee to fill the cracks.
Right, okay, yeah. I would CA it No, sorry, no, scrap that. I would sand it, sand and sealer it, then CA it, because if you don't, the CA will soak into the grain and you won't be able to polish it out very well. That's how I do it personally.
Pete's put, I do hope you're holding hands while 2 meters apart.
And got gloves on, masks. Right, so just gonna put a little bit more. This is flame red I'm using. Just put a little bit more flame on that. And then the next one is honey. We'll take the honey up to the edge. Just draw it off a little bit with the heat gun. It's water based, so it don't take long to dry anyway. So next one will be honey.
Honey, honey.
Get rid of that. So I'm going to turn the lathe down really slow. I'm just going to give the whole thing a coat of honey. Draw it off of our heat gun. Just check it.
Sebastian said, what is the base of the airbrush coloured?
Right, so we've got ruby red into flame red into honey. And what I'm hoping is once I've sanded and sealed it, it should, because when you put your sand and seal on, you're going to blend a little bit. So you should get a little bit more. Actually, no, I'm going to spray sand and seal it because I don't want to blend the colours in too much. So scrap that idea. Because if I put sand and seal on now, when as I rub it in, we're going to get some of this colour blend in with our honey. So I'll use spray sand and sealer, which to be honest I'm not a great lover of, but we'll use it and see what happens. So what I'm going to do...
Douglas put, Nikki, I cannot hear the dulcet tones of carrots being cut. Now I'm filing my nails first. I'll do that in a minute. Someone once told me it's better to file your nails than to cut them.
Oh, right, we're going on to manicures now, are we?
Makes them, yeah, it's supposed to keep them strong apparently. Don't know what difference it makes because you're still taking the end off of them, aren't you?
I wouldn't know.
Okay. Oh, shut up, you file your nails every night.
So I'm just going to get a couple of coats of this sand and sealer on. When you're drying with your hot air gun with sand and sealer, two things. First thing is don't turn your air gun on facing the piece because any muck or dirt what's inside the air gun will blow all over your piece. Second thing is don't get your heat gun too close to sand and sealer because it will blister it.
No, Barry, I've got the knife ready. I'm just doing my nails first. Personal care is more important than food. Barry Wood Creation's got a question. Would you say spray blends the colours better than using paper towel?
If you want to blend your colours, I'd use paper towel. If you want the colours to stay the same as what you've got them on your piece, then use spray. Because if I'd have used a cloth, those colours would have blended in as on. If you like, if I like the autumn one I did, where I wanted the colours to all blend in together, you're quite using a cloth is perfect because what that'll do is that will merge your colours in together, or you can use a little bit of methylated spirits before you put your lacquer, your sand and sealer over the top to do the same thing. But if you want your colours to stay exactly as they are before, like we have here, then spray is better. So we've had a couple of coats of sand and sealer on there. Obviously, when you're spraying, your coats aren't as thick. So
Douglas put, does Steve eat a nail filings with dinner? Lol.
oh, nice.
No, nails are done. Steve, the colours are. Steve, the colours Hampshire are the Hampshire ones.
Yes, they are the Hampshire Sheen intrinsics. So I'm just going to use a Scotch Brite just to denib it, just to take some of the raised grain, because where you put your sand and sealer on, it just raises the grain a little bit.
He definitely ain't talking to me, Chris. He's put question, are you talking to Nikki or the bowl when you say honey?
Definitely the bowl.
There you go, Douglas, listen, just for you.
So we're just going to denib this just to get rid of any high spots. Bring back that nice and smooth feel. So there we go. I'm just going to throw that in the bin then. Don't want to do that.
Pete says he trims his nails on the bandsaw.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some embellishing wax over that, just to enhance that grain a little bit, because it's got quite a nice grain effect in it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of gold embellishing wax in there. So I'm going to be using the Hampshire Sheen embellishing wax, gold, and we'll give that a good work in. If I can get it out of the pot. So we're going to work that in really nice. You won't see a lot on the honey, but you'll see it on the reds. And you won't see a lot because the sycamore's quite tight grain, so you're not going to see a great amount of it. But hopefully as it hits the light, it's just going to sort of flicker a little bit. Should just give it a little bit of a shimmer.
Shimmer.
So making sure we work it in really well to cover all that grain up.
Klondike Craftsman's on.
Right, Lewis, how you doing, sir?
Douglas said those colours look great.
Thank you. Just going to try and wipe a bit out. That's it. So, just going to use the same bit of tissue to start with, from what I've just put it on with, and we're just going to, normally I'd leave them to settle a little bit, but because we're on a live, we've seen watching that dry. So like I say, I'm just using the tissue I put them on to start with, just to buff out. Not too much pressure, because what you'll do is you put too much pressure on, you'll just take it all off again and burn through your colours. So just gentle. Now get a clean bit of tissue and just a little bit of speed, and just gently apply the pressure to buff it up, to take all the excess off.
Hodge has got a question.
Go on then.
He's put, if your embellishing wax dries out, how do you bring it back to life?
It's a good question, because that oil base, I don't know what the main ingredient of the oil base is on them.
What do they come in, a tub or?
Yeah, come on, little
Can you not
plastic.
put them in warm water?
No, not if they're dried out. They do dry out. I've got one here, one of my first ones. There's the camera, and it's all dried in the bottom. But once you get to mix it all up, it usually comes back to life, mate. So try that. Try giving it a bit of a mix up.
Paul Kavanagh's on.
Hi, Paul.
And Lawrence has got a question. He says, Steve, do you dilute these colours or use them straight as they are?
No, I use them straight as they are. The Hampshire Sheens you can use straight out of the tins for putting through your spray gun. So there, I don't know if you can see that. You might not be able to see it on the cameras, but when the light hits, you can just see like a golden glimmer. Let's bring it on a close up of the tail. Let's see if you can see it. Don't know if you'll pick up on the camera.
Pete said, Hodgepodge, you won't get an answer to that question on YouTube because there's a danger of explosions.
All right. So with the embellishing wax on there, I'm not gonna. I would leave it. I could leave it, or I could put lacquer over it. Some people say don't put lacquer over them, but I've never had any issues. But that's down to the individual. So I'm not going to touch that. I'm not going to put any finishing wax on it because I put a finishing wax on it. If there's any grain that's slightly lower and the embellishing hasn't filled it, then what that'll do is that'll come up with white spots. So I'm not going to put anything over that. I'm just going to leave that as it is. So let's get it flipped. Just show it to the camera before we. So you can just see the gold glimmer in there, or shimmer, shall I say. But it's not a bad sheen compared to, say, the embellishing wax. Quite like, ooh. And I just dropped it.
You always do. Butterfingers.
Oh man, I just put a dint right in it and all.
Oh,
I'm going to cry now. Right, so now I've got to take that all off again.
Oh, well, our lives now turned into two.
Man, look, got a great big dink in it now. Look. Oh, Martin did that on one of his and all.
You should have just left it, mate. You shouldn't have shown him.
No, I should have shown.
That's
Right.
what you got all these cameras for.
Oh man, I can't believe I did that.
You've been dropping a lot just lately.
I have. You're right there. Mark said that the other night.
Leap and Lima, but that looks great. I don't now.
I don't now. No, it looks rubbish now.
What, Pete? Him dropping things, his new hobby? Yeah, I reckon so.
Oops. Can't believe I did that.
Your dad's put nice colour. Right, just a sec.
That was. Ain't gonna look nice now. Alright, what is that dink? Have I turned it out? I think so. Alright. Oh dear, what happened there? Oops. Sorry about that, guys and girls. Just got to try and recreate it now. Oh, mama. A little bit tear out there now. Should have gone to Specsavers, shouldn't I?
Yeah, do you need your glasses?
Need something, I think.
I need to go. Paul put great. I was late and missed the whole process.
Who put that?
Paul. Leap and Lima said crying now.
Right.
Colin said, can't you just put a bit of dye over the ding?
No, I can't do that. No.
Be careful, Steve, else you'll drop it. Barry said it could have been a funnel.
Right.
Mark put, I stepped away for 2 minutes. What's the numpty done now? Paul said sander. If sanding doesn't solve the problem, you haven't sanded enough.
Right, let's sand it back quickly.
Pete says, is this Steve's attempt to funnel it from the outside? Butterfingers again, says Colin. Why put her and Pete? He is about to do it all over again just for you.
Can't believe I dropped that. Man.
Leap and Lima said, instead of telling Steve not to make a funnel, now we have to tell him not to drop it.
I've dropped a lot of things just lately.
Douglas said, Nikki asked Steve if he plays cricket for England by any chance. That's why they kicked him out of the cricket team. Nick Castle put, just joined, what's happened? Well, Steve did some lovely colouring, and then he thought, oh, I'll show the camera. And what does he do? Drops it. So
Put a dint in it, mate. That's what I
big
did.
old dint in it. Barry Fisher said bigger hands. Stuart Farini's on.
Oh, Stuart, how are you doing, sir?
After all, afternoon all. Missed the colour the first time round, so great to have a replay. Just for you, Stuart. He'd done it on purpose, just for you. You ain't touching that tap today.
We're probably not going to drop it.
I ain't dropping it, it's flooding everywhere.
I knew that would work.
You know, so I never drop his coffee.
Oh, yeah, I did that the other day.
He never drops food that goes... Well, he actually... I say that. I was going to say he never drops food that goes into your mouth, but you can always guarantee he'll have a shower, put a clean T-shirt on.
Well, hang on. I dropped my tea and smashed the plate the other night.
Yep, smashed a plate all over the floor. So, yeah, all's good. So now it'll be hashtag new dinner service for Nikki, because...
Right, so we sand up the 400 again.
We're short of one dinner plate and about 3 of them got chips in them. How long we had them? About a year. It's the kids. Take them out of the dishwasher.
Yeah, and they're cold, the chips. Right, so...
You'd never be any good on stage.
What was I going to do? Clean the grain out.
Oh, sugar.
What's that? What's John Mooney put? Can you hurry up?
Oh, sorry, I was... Stuart put, he's too kind. He put, can you hurry up, I'm getting a ferry soon and the Wi-Fi's crap.
Right, so clean the grain out. Let's get a bit of colour back on. So
I've got to see him drop it again.
Let's start again with a bit of ruby. There's my modern art. Here it is. So, as before.
It's a pity you couldn't just replay it and
like
rewind it and
like an action replay, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so
Nikki, ask Steve if he can turn with catcher's mitts on. Hashtag new dinner service for Nikki.
right, just dry this off. Just got to be careful now because obviously we've got wax in there. We don't want to bubble it up.
Accident could happen. The worst accident could happen if you're not fixed the water turbos you want to be available for next Sunday.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you bled the radiators?
Oh yes. Well, not bled them. I flushed out the heating system.
And forgot to
shut the drain valve.
Shut the drain valve off in the hallway. We went in the hallway and was walking in water. Result though, decorated hallway, new carpets. If I knew how to do it, I'd flooded some of the other rooms.
It's not nice.
Mm-mm.
Right, so that's the ruby.
Right. Benjamin put, let's all be annoying and tell Steve the first version he did looked better.
I most probably will, Ben, to be honest.
Lewis Klondike said, can you colour with just regular spray paint and use embellishing wax on top?
I can't see why not, as long as it's dry. What you're using the embellishing wax for, Lewis, is to enhance
You've
your
done this
grain.
something with normal spray paint, haven't you?
Yeah, but not embellishing wax on it.
Oh, right.
I can't see why not, because like I say, you're only using embellishing wax to enhance your grain. Alright, so that's the flame.
Got bored of doing that now.
Just dry that. So as before, I'm going to spray the whole thing in honey.
Honey, honey.
Just dry off a little bit with the heat gun. Not getting too close.
Yeah, because God forbid you set fire to it.
Yeah. Right.
Just remember your workshops are made of wood.
Yeah. Puts a whole new meaning to Flaming Turner. Right, so again, chestnut cellulose sand and sealer spray. We're using cellulose over it because obviously the intrinsic colours are water based. So for best results, they say use the cellulose. So lay down low. I'm not going to try and get too much on there because obviously that's already waxed and lacquered, or waxed, should I say. So I'm going to try and work my way from that edge. Get a couple of coats on there. A little bit of heat in between. Try and dry it off. Again, not too close so we don't bubble the lacquer. Not lacquer, sorry, the sand and sealer.
This time you're not going to show everybody, are you?
Oh yeah. Never mind.
Keep you on your toes. It's a good idea, Douglas. I'm going to have to do that. Lewis said he cannot find Ebenezer lacquer in Canada anywhere.
Really? Not even chestnuts? Or chestnut product one?
Pete said, don't show us this time, Steve. Just get it back. Get it on the church. Mikey said, better than burnt orange, Steve. Burnt orange. Benjamin Lewis Wayne says, body spray paint works just as well. I think it was Wayne. Leapman Lima said, think you missed a spot.
Don't say that. Right.
Brent said, Lewis, Rust-Oleum makes and I buy it at Canada. I don't know what that means, sorry.
To be honest, Lewis, you could use just black matte or black semi-sheen spray paint as an Ebenezer lacquer.
Pete said, use gloss black paint, clear lacquer over it.
Right, so I'm just going to denib this.
Then he said, is it actually Ebenezer lacquer?
I think the Beard just used a black spray can when he did one. So I don't see why you couldn't use that.
Oh, you might find some potato peelings.
So I'm just going to buff this up again. Take any furry bits off, denib it.
See, when I talk, he ignores me, so you can see why I don't talk much.
Right, so we'll go back to...
You just ignore me.
Yeah, I am just ignoring you. Sorry. I'm
Yeah,
concentrating so I
that's
don't drop
fine. Yeah,
things.
don't you drop it, for God's sake.
Oh, no chestnut products are available in Canada. Oh, okay, fair enough. Right, so gold embellishing wax. Hampshire Sheen gold embellishing wax again. So let's work this in. You can use Guild cream for the same thing. So, same as before. Work it in. Don't drop it, Steve. Don't drop it. Just put a little bit on the bottom as well. Seems to be.
Oh,
Me dropping things.
yeah, just dropped a potato. I dropped too
Potato.
many. Potato.
Right. So again, I'm going to eat. Oh, I just dropped the tissue now. God's sake. I feel I'm rushing now. Calm down. Deep breaths. Right. So, lave on. Just use the original cloth just to work that gold in.
Right, if anyone's got any, listen to me because I'm super professional now, premieres or anything today that they want me to put the link in for, just give me a shout.
Listen to her. She thinks she's a.
Only because I can do it because Mark's not here. He'll be quicker than me. He's quicker than me at it.
Alright, so what we'll do now is just buff it up. Again, don't need no major pressure. Just you're relying on the friction just to give us that sheen. I'm going to take my gloves off this time. Right, there we go. I think we're back to where we was. Hallelujah. Right, hold it, Steve. Hold it. So, should just be able to see the Guild cream in there. Not the Guild cream, the embellishing wax.
Getting your words muddled.
I am. Pressure's on, innit? Pressure's on. Right. Other way, Steve.
Love Angels on.
Hi, Donna. How you doing?
Douglas said Nikki tells Steve his hand-eye coordination needs checking.
Right, so face this up.
Right, I've got a challenge here.
Who
I've got to
has?
find BB Turner on YouTube. Nikki will add a link. He made actual ebonising fluid.
So, let's put that away so we don't get dust in it. Let's get this faced.
Oh,
Safety glasses. CC, no, BB. Shay. Right.
Can you see what I'm doing?
No? I can hear what buttons you're pressing though.
Don't be stupid. Yeah, there's quite a few on here. What does he? Which one did he want? Ebonising fluid. I don't know which one to add.
Sorry?
I don't know which one to add.
Well, the ebonising lacquer one.
Oh, but it doesn't say ebonising lacquer on it.
Alright.
Can I not just add him?
Well, no, you need to add the one that people are asked for, the ebonising lacquer one.
I don't know where it is.
Well, you got to search for it on his channel.
Well, I'm on this channel. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, I'm going to
Right,
use a
that's
bigger
not
gouge for that. Use a 1/2 inch gouge. Oops.
Leather knife and bowl. Try this one. That might be the one.
Some soft bits in there.
So it said great recolouring job, Steve.
Thank you, Stuart.
Chris Bob said I've seen a bowl like that somewhere before. I've missed someone because... Oh right, yeah, that's fine. Michael McKeown put this colouring job looks better. Oh yes, he had some practice recently. Oh, that is the one. See, Pete said this is the one, Nikki. Well done, Mark. Will be beaming with pride. Go me, go me.
Don't encourage her, Pete. Don't encourage her.
So this is the link for Mark's live tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. He also has a special earworm who is Ruby Claire. So come along and get your questions ready. There'll be a wealth of talent, including Mark. And the next link is for the virtual craft fair, which is on next Saturday.
Festival.
What?
Festival.
Festival? Don't matter, same thing. Starts next Saturday at 9 o'clock in the morning. And there's a link for that.
JP's kicking it off at 9 o'clock.
JP's on at 9, yeah. You're on at 10, aren't you?
I am. We're starting an hour earlier this time because of the American light saving. That's really jumpy for some reason.
Well, I'll be back in a second.
So let's just clean this out. I don't know how thin I don't want to go too thin, but a little bit thinner than what we are. Just trying to looking down the bowl so I can judge the thickness, so we try and get an equal thickness all the way through. So what I'm doing is I'm leaving the middle in. The reason being is that cuts some of the vibration down. So we're doing the bowl in sections.
Right, I'm back. Let's see what's going on. Oh, nothing. So who's on today after you?
I do not know. I know Robert normally has one.
Hodgepodge.
Hodgepodge normally has a live on a Sunday.
I'll peel this potato and I'll have a look. Yeah, he's got one at 5 p.m. So this link here, go me, is for Hodgepodge at 5 o'clock today.
No stopping it now. Right, just check that. Don't want to go through the bottom, do I? Really ruin it.
Oh, may as well.
So I'm not going to go. Actually, just a little. Just got a little bit of a flat spot in there. Just need to clean that out. So I just use the gouge just to finish one. Like I say, just got a little flat spot in there. That's better. So that's fairly equal all the way through. So we'll just get that cleaned up. I'm going to use a drill to sand that. If I can find the drill.
Which one, anyone?
There's a little blue drill somewhere.
This one?
That's the one, thank you. So we're just going to sand this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave the inside natural, but I will put a little bit of embellishing wax on the inside of it. Just to sort of enhance the grain a little bit.
Hope everyone's done their census. Look, what a big fat fine. No, Douglas. You put Nikki, you're going to take over earworming for the stars from March. No, I don't like being on camera. Not really my thing, is it, Steve?
No.
I did it once, didn't I? Done it near Christmas.
You don't mind coming on now and again?
Yeah.
So 60 grit, 80 grit.
Mark don't have time to do all this earworm, and now he's got a new lovely lady in his life.
One 20.
Pete said we had 100 guests in the house on the census, expecting a different fine.
So 120, 120, 240. And finally, a 400.
Leap and Lima said, is there a reason why you use the manual sander on the outside and the drill sander on the inside of the bowl?
No, no reason at all. I use the one on the inside because it's easier, because you ain't got to try and that's easier to move about, to be honest, but just laziness because you can do it quicker with the drill sander than what you can the
And he also has to prove why he needs all these tools.
sorry.
And you also have to prove why you need all these tools.
So I'm just going to wipe that out with a bit of methylated spirits.
Why'd you do that?
Just to clean the grain, really, because if not, the dust gets stuck in all the grain. So you can see the dirt come out of the grain. So we'll get that sand and sealed. Use normal sand and sealer on that. Let's get rid of some of these colours out of the way. Actually, I'll do them afterwards. Put that gouge out of the way. And that one. And that one.
Ouch.
And that one. Just cut your finger off.
Nearly. Quiet.
Right, so get some sand and sealer on that. So pre-thin sand, well, I thinned the sand and sealer down 60-40. 60% chestnut sand and sealer, 40% thinners. And that just helps it. It's a little bit, I think it's a little bit thicker out of the tin, personally. But obviously if people think differently, then that's their call.
Oh, Andy H is for turning on.
Hi,
Andy
Andy.
H is for turning is on. Hi all. Sorry to be so late. Just finished the week's shopping.
You're not late, mate.
You're lucky. You don't have to do nothing like that, do you, mate?
What order are you?
A nice little Tesco man comes and puts it on the doorstep.
You missed me dropping my bowl, Andy. So I have to do it all over again. That's a good job I did. If not, I'd have perhaps been finished. Right, so let that dry for a little bit and we'll burnish that out. Actually, I'll use some shavings to burnish that out.
Mike, you put plus the wood speed is slow at the centre, so the manual sander slows right down.
Yeah, that's true. But that's not the reason I do it. The reason I do it is because it's quicker to do it with the. I think when I'm colouring, I want a good finish, and I think you get a better finish with the inertia sander.
I got cold now.
Yeah. Alright, so nice and smooth. What I'm just going to get some Hampshire Sheen. No, I'm not. I'm going to get some Yorkshire Grit Original on there. Just so, because we're not going to colour it.
Your heels. Yorkshire Grit, Yorkshire Grit, Yorkshire Grit. Douglas Mungham said sand and sealer is like spreading jam.
Yeah, that's why I fill it down, mate.
Andy H said I'll watch it back.
So just going to get some Yorkshire Grit Original on there just to bring a nice shine up.
Just changing the subject. When is makers?
August.
What?
6. Sure, it's the 6 through to the 8th, and it was the 4th through to the 6th. I can't remember.
We're going on a Friday.
Yeah, we're going down on the Friday, leaving on the Monday.
8th then. Oh no, Monday's the 9th. So it is
So
the 6th.
the
We're staying
6th.
3 nights.
Yeah, staying Friday night,
Oh.
Saturday night, Sunday night.
Okay.
Right, so Yorkshire Grit. Gently let the paste do the work. Don't need to put no major pressure on it. And this will take us up to around about 1,000 grit. So we'll have a nice smooth inside edge of our bowl.
Oh, wait, when you got a question, just 1 second. There's never a pen or pencil when you want one.
Right, so just buff that
Got a
out.
question.
Got him. From?
Wait a minute. Adam, I love Woodturning. Does anyone else stop sometimes at sand and sealer only as a finish? I have a couple of times because I've liked the sheen.
I haven't, but there's no reason why you can't.
And Tommy's workshop's on.
Hi, Tommy. How you doing, sir?
So Pete's put, Douglas, if sand and sealer is like the jam, do you put the cream on before or after the sand and sealer? That'll wind Mark up if he's watching. Leap and Lima's put, when the puppy has to go out, switch to watching on the phone so I don't miss anything.
Right, so just wipe that off there. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put a little bit of gold gill cream on there. No, I'm not going to, gold embellishing wax even. Just so that gives it a bit of a goldy fleck on the inside to match the outside. Get the last little bit out of the tub.
Oh.
So rub this in. Buff that out. Dummy extraction. So just buff that out. It should be there. So again, I'm not going to put any finish on that because I think that's shiny enough. You fell asleep.
No, sorry, I'm just looking at these things that you sent me earlier.
You're very quiet. So do I dare take it out so I don't drop it?
Fine.
Let's have a look. I've got hold of it. I got hold of it. So there we go. Nice little bowl with a little bit of colouring on the back. Nothing too bold and in your face, but you can just see.
Bold. You're so funny.
You can just see the shimmer of the gold embellishing wax in it. It's nice, really nice. I'll get some pictures of it and stick it up, and you guys can get a better. The cameras don't really do it justice, but nice, smooth inside edge. It's around about 6 or 7 mil thick, I should imagine. Not too thin, but yeah, finished nice.
And we done did it, are we?
Done did it. Just turn over so you
Done
can see
did
the bottom.
Read the comments. I like that. It's nice. You've done something similar to that before.
I did one for the giveaway. No, 2.5K giveaway, but it was more of a platter sort of thing, a decorative piece in a bowl. So you can read comments out.
Love it. Awesome bowl. Very nice.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Vicky. Like I say, you can't really see that embellishing, but that's. I'll get some pictures of it. You can see it better on the pictures. But no, I like that. It's that nice. Finished size is around about. If I can find a tape measure.
Ooh, we're gonna get a real size.
Gonna get a real size.
Not man inches.
So the finished size is about 7 1/4 by about 2.5 deep. So yeah, finished well.
Yeah, it's nice. I like that.
So there you go, folks. Not too intrusive.
Douglas put, Steve, that's really nice. First colour job would have been better. Colin said, very nice, mate, great live. Pete said, nice work, Steve. That first paint job was no good. Right decision to redo it. Robert Dolman, nice looking bowl, Steve. Andy H, just watched you drop it. Don't worry. We all do it from time to time. Mike Upert, thanks, Nikki Steve. Ian Leonard, that's very nice. Love Angel, love it. Michael McEwen, awesome bowl. And Colin Izzard, very nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody. I do apologise it's taking so long. It's not bad. We've only been an hour and a half anyway, so it ain't too bad. So that's it. Do you want to chuck on the link for the craft festival again, Nick?
Yes, I will. Now I'm such a whiz at it.
So don't forget, guys, if you haven't,
you are sacked.
So don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to the craft festival, then the YouTube channel, then please go over and subscribe to that.
Barry put, thanks, Steve. Great job once again, Nick. Thanks, Nikki. See you all soon.
Thanks a lot, Barry.
Leap Manima said they call that a twice finished bowl. Yeah, you've got a new name for it now.
Twice finished bowl, yeah, something like that.
Malcolm put, good job, both of you. Christoph said, see you, looks great.
Thank you. I might lacquer that. That looked really nice lacquer. That'll really bring the embellishing wax out, that will. But we'll see. But anyway, good job. Nice finish. I like it. Nice little useful bowl. It's been, like I said at the beginning of the live, it's been a little while since I did any colouring. So it was nice to get back onto it. I know I did a little bit Friday night, but it was a vase, so something different.
This is the link for Mark's tomorrow night. Great live, Nikki. Your help needs to get his act together. Douglas put that. And this is the link for Hodgepodge's live, I hope.
What was the second one you put in? The second link you put in?
Mark's.
All right, so that's Mark's. Don't forget, we've got Ruby Claire on tomorrow night on Mark's Live, so pop over and check that out. Make sure you get some questions ready for Ruby and Wayne. We're going to have a vast amount of knowledge on Mark's Live tomorrow night, and I'm sure they will be more than willing to share their knowledge with everybody.
And the other one is not Mark, it's Hodgepodge's one for today at 5 o'clock.
Premiere. So go over and check Hodgepodge. So tonight there'll be Wayne the Woodturner will have a premiere as well.
Shall I put him a link in?
Yeah, put Wayne's the Woodturner's premiere in tonight. Then also you got the Makers International Podcast on tonight at 8:30. Actually, it's 8:30 because US.
Wait a minute, I can't put them all in.
No, you need to put. Well, you could put the podcast.
When's tonight?
Yeah, that'll be.
No, I've got one for the 22nd at 1 o'clock. Oh yeah, here we go. He's got one tomorrow as well as his lunchtime live.
That's his lunchtime live, but he should have a premiere tonight. Is it 7:30?
Just let me do this bit first.
I believe, yes. 7:30 UK time, because obviously we've got America light saving time at the moment, so we're an hour behind America. So, and then Makers International Podcast will be on at 8:30 tonight rather than 9:30, because again, America's light saving time. So then JP Woodworks will be on at 9:30 rather than 10:30, and then Caitlin will be on. No, sorry, 10, not 11. And then Caitlin the cat will be on at 10:30 rather than 11:30.
Right, so the first one's Wayne's live for tonight, and the second one is Wayne's for tomorrow lunchtime as well.
There you go. So plenty of lives. We're getting making it. Actually, do you want to put more in while you're there?
Who's do you want?
JP's premiere for tonight. JP Woodwork premiere for tonight. We'll make your work for your money.
10 o'clock?
Yeah, 10 o'clock tonight. Yeah.
Wait. Right, that's JP's.
Yeah, Caitlin the cat.
You know I've taken the mic. You could have done that instead of standing there.
I'm finding the podcast one.
Can't find one for Caitlin.
Caitlin the cat. Can't find Caitlin the cat.
5 months ago, 9 months ago.
So this is the one for the Makers International Podcast. So they're on at 8:30. You can't find Caitlin the cat, no?
I've got her, but I can't find one for today. Perhaps she hasn't put it on. The last one I got was a week ago. 6 days ago.
Are you on a channel, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Go and have a look.
I'm looking. Don't pressure me. Don't pressure me, please.
God, that bowl she's done is nice, that little one.
She's a good turner. Very good turner. Everybody who hasn't seen Caitlin should go over and subscribe to her. She's a very good turner. Very young, talented young girl.
She's got a lot of subscribers.
So, yeah, I can't see a premiere on there for tonight.
No.
Perhaps she's not doing one. I don't know. But anyway, she should be on. But if she isn't,
Pete said, don't abuse the poor lass, Steve. Buy some flowers for doing such a great job.
She has done a very good job. I will be honest. I've shown her a couple of times how to do it, and she's taken it in her stride. So she's done very well. So anyway, that's enough of the links. Go over and subscribe to everybody who's in the channel. Go and subscribe to anybody who you think. Share, likes, all the other stuff. Spread the love. So anyway, with that, I'm going. Don't forget, when I hit 2.5k, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Got some good prizes coming in. I have, for the prizes I have at the moment, are Glyn from Yorkshire Grit has offered a tin of original and microfine and a hat. We have an hat. I don't know if it'll be white or black, but it'll be an hat or hat, shall I say. Also, at the moment, I have StarBond have offered a care package, which will include thin, medium, and thick glue and an activator. So that's going to be in the prize draw as well. And I'm looking at talking to other people as well. So we'll see what else we can get into it. And I'll also throw something in as well. So it's going to be a good. It's 2,500. 2,500 subs. I'm really pleased that I've got that. I really do appreciate everybody's support who supports me. And this is just I just want to say a thank you to whoever supports. So I might mix it up a little bit and do two like we did before. Do a first and a second. It makes it a little bit more fairer. So it's not just one person. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll look at it because I really want the first prize to be a good prize. So we'll look at it. I'll look at it, and then as soon as I hit 2,500 subs, I will let you guys know. So anyway,
better late than never, I suppose, Baz. Hello all.
Oh, hello, Baz. I did a bowl twice because I dropped it, and we're now going. So have a good day. Right, and guys, thank you so much for coming over and joining myself and Nick. Next Friday is the next Battle of the Makers. The link should be on my channel. So we will be here, myself, Mark Beckett, Joe Senior, Lewis Golden, Wayne Clasper, Huey Lionheart will all be here for the next Battle of the Makers. That will be 7:45 next Friday. The Gold Hunters are 2 points ahead at the moment. So can the Wood Warriors drag it back? We will see. So anyway, guys, have a great week. I will see you guys tomorrow night in Mark's Live with Ruby Claire. Don't miss it because you will really regret it. Other than that, have a great week. Speak to you soon. Take care and see you soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
That's all, folks.